What's up, man? And now our continuing series on MASH, looking back on 50 years of one of the greatest television series of all time. This is episode 15 of season 1. It aired originally January 14th, 1973, written by Bruce Shelley and David Ketchum, directed by William Weard, the second of 6 that he directed. It was nominated for a Writers Guild Award. Guest stars include Dennis Fimple as Sergeant Sparky Pryor. We heard him on the record from Radar got broke up with, and we'll hear him in the future on the radio, but this will be the only time he appears on screen. Mary Robin Red as Sister Teresa. Herb Boland makes his second of 7 appearances as Brigadier General Crandall Clayton. And James Sicking, the finance officer. Remember him from Hill Street Blues. It was also referenced in the movie Brazil. De Niro's character is named Tuttle. All right, here we go. Start out with some mysterious music. Looks like our boys are in the supply tent.
Hey, Trent, how much do you suppose this stuff's worth on the black market?
What would you do with your share?
Pay for my hernia operation. All right, Sister Teresa, all set.
Oh, how can I ever thank you, Hawkeye? And you, Trapper.
Oh, don't thank us. We're just acting on orders.
But who's the author of all this generosity?
Tuttle. Captain Tuttle. That's it, right, Trap?
Captain Tuttle?
Yeah, one of our finest
That's
officers.
for me.
And a beautiful man. Just
Of course,
tell the
this
good
episode
captain
will-
I'll be praying for him. Goodbye.
Have to have us suspend a little bit of disbelief.
Lovely lady.
The premise,
Yeah, but
obviously,
she could
would
never be
never
more than
fly.
a sister to me.
Hawkeye.
Anybody coming in here telling me about more wounded is sucking around for a lobotomy.
Captain Tuttle's got to sign this requisition form before Sister Teresa can get her next batch of supplies.
Listen, how did you come up with a name like Tuttle anyway?
He was my imaginary childhood friend.
You had an imaginary friend?
Yeah, if anybody said who knocked over the garbage, I said Tuttle. Who wet the bed?
Tuttle.
He had no control at all.
So when you got drafted?
He got drafted.
I had an imaginary friend when I was a little boy.
Your imaginary friend was a girl?
Mm-hmm.
What'd she look like?
Like me. Only with tiny little breasts.
Out!
Tough.
Out!
Captain Tuttle. Which one's Captain Tuttle?
Oh, you know, sir, that new man?
Did I meet him yesterday at breakfast?
Yes.
Wait a minute, I didn't have breakfast yesterday.
Then you must have met him somewhere else, sir.
Attention! A change in the duty roster. Tomorrow, Captain Jonathan S. Tuttle will be Officer of the Day.
Frank, did you hear that?
But I volunteered. Margaret, I don't know any Captain Tuttle. Do you? Tuttle?
Well, he must be new.
Well, then why didn't he report to me? I'm second in command. Well, it's Tuttle's responsibility to present himself. The man is obviously ignoring me.
Oh, Frank, why would he ignore you?
Guilt. He can't face the man he's going to replace. Everyone here's against me, Margaret.
Oh, only Pearson McIntyre. My poor darling.
Corporal,
Sir?
where's the colonel?
Colonel?
Colonel Blake.
I'm afraid he's doing some very important sleeping for the Army right now.
Typical.
I want to see the personnel file on this new man, Captain Tuttle.
Sir, these files are locked. I'm afraid you're going to need an authorization from Colonel Blake.
Okay, now let's see. When was Tuttle born?
How about 1924? That was a good year for doctors.
Okay. Harry and Frida Tuttle. Birthplace.
Battle Creek, Michigan.
Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. Yeah, good. Religion. Let's make him a druid.
What's that?
They worship trees. All right, now what about medical school?
Berlin Polytechnic.
Perfect. All right, now a little something for hot lips. Height, 6'4". Weight, 195 pounds. Hair, auburn. Eyes, hazel.
Hawkeye.
Hmm?
I think I'm in love. I'd certainly like to know why it's so all-fired important for you two to see the file on Captain Tuttle.
Because neither the Major nor I remember ever having seen him, and that strikes us as very strange.
Well, I've seen him. I had breakfast with the man only yesterday. Here it is. Tuttle. Jonathan, Captain. Serial number 397-29966.
Berlinisches Polytechnikum.
Probably a Nazi.
Very impressive. Auburn hair, hazel eyes.
Oh, for Pete's sake, Margaret, you're practically drooling.
Now, I'll just call General Clayton and have him check it out.
Sir?
Corporal O'Reilly, get me General Clayton, headquarters in Seoul.
Yes, ma'am. Just a minute, ma'am. Psst. Get me Captain Pierce over here right away.
Now that fella, we saw him coming out a second ago, interrupting Hot Lips and Fairface. That's one of Jeff Maxwell's buddies. I have to look him up, get his name.
HQ Soul is Sergeant Pryor.
Hi, Sparky. This is Radar.
Hey, how you doing, boy?
Fine. Hey, listen, Sparky.
Hey, I wanted to thank you for sending the Captain Marvel annual. It just come today.
Okay. Look, listen. I'm going to be making a call on this line any second. I want you to patch it back to me.
Shazam.
What's up, Radar?
Major Houlihan is making a call to General Clayton.
HQ Soul, Sergeant Pryor.
General Clayton, please. Major Margaret Houlihan.
Hello?
Hello, General. Major Houlihan.
Margaret, I do hope this is going to be an obscene phone call.
I wish it could be, sir.
Hey, what did you think of that new man I sent down there, Tuttle?
You sent Captain Tuttle?
Yes, he's going to marry my niece. If you can keep your hot little hands off him. Goodbye, Margaret. Hi, Frank.
You want what, Frank?
I want you to change my tent. I want you to make Captain Tuttle my roomie.
Your roomie?
Well, General Clayton asked that I personally look after it.
Tuttle?
Johnny.
Isn't it Jonathan?
Well, not to his close friends.
If there's one thing I'm not going to have in this outfit, Radar, it's politics. I'm getting into this Tuttle business right now.
Attention! Captain Jonathan Tuttle will report to Colonel Henry Brake. On the double. Captain Jonathan Tuttle, report at
Oh,
once.
boy.
Should we go back inside and build one?
Where is he?
I don't know, sir.
Well, I mean, it's not like Tuttle to keep me waiting. Is it?
Last I saw him, he was in the compound, sir. Want me to go check?
Oh, no. I'll do it. The least I can do for my buddy.
Buddies?
Comstock. Tuttle.
Yo.
Captain Tuttle?
No. Pierce, MD, Manic Depressed.
Is that yours?
No, the only mail I'll accept is a full apology from President Truman.
That is addressed to Captain Tuttle. Where is he?
Oh, Tuttle, he's in post-op. I'm going to drop this off for him.
Oh, well, I can do that.
McIntyre.
Frank, if you're here to help, all the bedpans have already been empty.
Have you seen Tuttle?
You just missed him. He's over at X-ray with Hot Lips. He said something about doing some chest pictures.
Well, excuse me, sir. Well, don't let me interfere with your work. I'll just put this package for you down and wait outside. I know what you're doing must be very important, sir. That is, if you are doing it. And
Well, thank you very much.
I mean, how the
Major?
fuck can Frank confuse little bitty Radar with 6'4" Tuttle?
Margaret, have you seen him?
Who?
Tuttle.
Pierce said he was with you.
McIntyre said he was with you.
Frank, no one can take your place. No matter how attractive I find Captain Tuttle.
These people are just lost their mind.
Just as I thought. Tuttle hasn't been paid in 14 months.
He never said a word.
What a guy.
Soldier, where do I find Captain
There's our
Jonathan
mystery man again.
Well, he's
And
in
here's
surgery
James
right now,
Sickey.
sir.
Now, where is that? I have a mess of back pay for him.
Yes, he said I could take it and sign for him.
Corporal, when it involves this much money, I have to get his signature. I'm sorry, Captain Tuttle. I have to have you sign. Make sure that the signatures match. You'd be surprised the number of people that want to stick it to Uncle Sam. I hope the lack of pay was not an inconvenience to you.
No. Fortunately, I'm independently wealthy. Now, you understand that all my future pay is to go directly to Sister Teresa's orphanage.
You are an inspiration to us all.
Colonel? It's for you. General Clayton.
Colonel Clayton, General Blake here, sir.
Steady, Henry.
Yes, sir.
I just called to offer my congratulations.
May I ask for what?
Well, I just got a letter from Sister Teresa. She told me that Captain Tuttle donated 14 months' pay to her orphanage.
Well, we're all mighty proud of Captain Tuttle. I was just telling him that last night at dinner.
I've decided to come out on the field tomorrow and personally give Captain Tuttle a decoration.
Wow. I mean, wow, sir.
Of course, this little fellow taking the picture, he's another one of Jeff Maxwell's buddies. We'll see him in the chow line later with Igor. Again, I have to get those two guys' names.
Shall we get on with it, Henry?
On with it, yes, General.
General?
Pierce, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Afraid you're not going to like this, sir.
Well, then, keep it to yourself, Pierce. Tell us after we decorate Tuttle.
There is no Tuttle.
No Tuttle?
No Tuttle?
What?
Not anymore, sir. That's all that's left.
Well, how'd it happen?
Well, you know Tuttle. No sacrifice too great. This morning, while the rest of us were selfishly having a cup of coffee, he went off in a helicopter to do some field surgery. He jumped with his plasma, his bag, everything an Army doctor needs, except his parachute.
You ain't jumping out of a damn helicopter with a parachute, are you? I mean,
I'll see that he gets a personal citation for this.
We saw Pierce rappel down, and that ain't even a proper parachute.
I think that all of us who knew and loved Tuttle would like to pay tribute to this heroic man.
We can all be comforted by the thought that he's not really gone. That there's a little Tuttle left in all of us. In fact, you might say that all of us together made up Tuttle. Thankfully, he's left behind a memorial. Captain Tuttle's GI insurance named Sister Teresa's orphanage as his sole beneficiary.
Nice.
He was the best MOD we ever had.
Wasn't a dry eye in the camp.
Tuttle always brought out the best in me.
Yeah, I have a question. Where'd you guys get the parachute and the dog tags?
That was Major Murdoch.
Who?
Who's Major Murdoch?
You know, Murdoch, tall, skinny guy. Tuttle's replacement.
Oh,
You guys. Again, this episode is silly. It's not even remotely possible that everybody is stupid as the higher-ups here portrayed the 407 7th. And I don't think the Army's going to let go of 14 months' pay that easily. But it's just a TV show, as they say. That's going to do it for this little run. We'll get on and try to finish season 1 here toward the end of the year. Again, appreciate if you do those YouTube things. Hit the like button. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And hit that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free 99. Good to go. And, 90% of our views come from folks who are not subscribed. It's just one of those interesting YouTube things. And statistics are lovely. Data is beautiful, as they say. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't hurt. And we'll be around and producing some content for you as we move forward. As always, man, like I said, appreciate you stopping in. And that is what's up, man.